forest is made up of many layers, starting from the ground level and moving up. The main layers of all forest types are the forest floor, the understory, and the canopy. The emergent layer exists in tropical rainforest. Each layer has a different set of plants and animals, depending upon the availability of sunlight, moisture, and food. The forest floor contains decomposing leaves, animal droppings, and dead trees. Decay on the forest floor forms new soil and provides nutrients to the plants. The forest floor supports ferns, grasses, mushroom, and tree seedlings. The understory is made up of bushes, shrubs, and young trees that are adapted to living in the shades of the canopy. The canopy is formed by the mass of intertwined branches, twigs, and leaves of the mature trees. The crowns of the dominant trees receive most of the sunlight. This is the most productive part of the trees, where maximum food is produced. The canopy forms a shady, productive umbrella over the rest of the forest. The emergent layer exists in the tropical rainforest and is composed of a few scattered trees that tower over the canopy. Forests also provide a diversity of ecosystem services, including converting carbon dioxide into oxygen and biomass, acting as a carbon sink, aiding into regulating climate, purifying water, mitigating, or in other words, making something less severe for natural hazards such as floods, and serving as a genetic reserve. Forests also serve as a source of lumber and as recreational areas. Some scientists say the trees may provide benefits. They can also in some ways incur costs to humans. Forests can pose some threats to economy, the enjoyment of nature, the food capacity for humans and wildlife, reduce biodiversity, reduce the available drinkable water, harbor dangerous or destructive wildlife, etc. When trees are cut down, many animals have no shelter due to loss of trees. It damages the ecosystem, and lack trees that help clean the air of pollution and carbon dioxide. Trees even control the Earth's climate system, cleanliness of water, and soil. So what would happen if we did not care about nature? Many stumps in the field, lumberjacks and machines take over, replaced with wood factories. Animals will be put in harm's way or have nowhere else to go but only to be put in care of humans and in special private wildlife conservation areas. Why are trees endangered? People use wood for building supplies, tools, furniture, fire, etc. Basically, humans started it ever since they first appeared.
The tree of life that gives so much and much, much more and never stop giving. We use every part of the tree, and today we share this precious knowledge with you. Go home and share with your friends, if you have friends, and if you don't have. Coconut is a seed that germinates, becomes another tree, and today, my friends, you came far, you're here, let's celebrate the life of the coconut tree along with the other plants. Now, first you must know, don't ever forget this, coconut tree has no season. When it starts to bear fruit, it doesn't stop. Every single leaf gives at least 10 coconuts. You can see right up there. Every leaf is a bunch. You're going to notice it started way down below. When the tree trunk is developed in the early stage of the tree, about a foot or two above the ground, the tree starts to bear fruit, and it hasn't stopped yet, and it won't until it dies or you cut it down and use it for other things. For example, an entire house can be built with just the coconut trees. So let's break it down for you. Roots, medicines. Tree trunk, a solid piece of wood. It's long, it's straight, it's a beautiful grain. You can carve, you can build anything with it. You can also cut a small piece and use it as a weight.
So how can we preserve our forests? Planting trees and plants. Fund groups who help bring back the forests. To start thinking of better strategies when it comes to natural disaster, and how to save them from such damage. Governments continually refines forest stewardship through ongoing improvement of policies, legislation, and practices for forest inventory, timber supply planning, allowable annual cut determinations, silviculture, forest health, land-based research, climate change, and forest genetic resource management. Ask yourself a question: how can I preserve the forest? Then maybe first of all, don't write on the tree trunks. Eliminate unnecessary use of paper. Research programs for tree preservation in your area. Forests cover approximately 30% of the world's land area. That is 4 billion hectares or 15 million square miles. So plant a tree and don't be afraid to hug one.